Alright, let's head on in. Wow, what is the point of this entryway? It's like, this is literally the most... It's the worst architectural decision ever.
It's called Tender. Got my first job here 20 years back.
Okay. So what, I have like a
Boss
bartending
of the sun never
license?
changes. Running a bar must keep you young.
Hey, Tuck. Shintani Sensei's in the back.
Shiitake?
Great. We've got some business to talk.
Surprised to see me?
Who?
I'd be more surprised if I didn't.
Who's that talk?
Is this one of your
A
4
detective, buddy.
girlfriends,
Not
Yagami?
exactly, Mari. This one's a client.
Won't be your client for long if you don't show up on time. You're late.
Okay, shit,
Come
he knows.
on. You called me here totally out of the blue. Chill out, man.
I had to go to sleep after recording.
And I'm getting a drink.
Master.
I'm paying?
Let's call it a business expense.
Nice.
Here's a familiar face. Kyohei Hamura from the Matsugane family.
I ran into him earlier, actually. Take it he's your client?
Yep, got hauled in earlier. They're charging him with murder.
Seriously?
Seriously. So, the Matsugane patriarch came to us for his defense. Genda-sensei is the go-to guy for all his legal problems, you know?
How'd you end up in the driver's seat then?
Genda-sensei gave him my card. Gotta say, not looking forward to defending a Yakuza.
Tough luck, I guess.
Anyway, you're coming with me to the station. Need to have a word with Hamura. You got way more Yakuza experience than me, after all.
Yeah, suppose I do.
Let me give you a rundown of the case first. The victim was a Yakuza. A Kansai guy. Part of the Kyorei clan.
Okay, so
They
it's
found
this
his
case.
body tossed in a dumpster just about a week ago.
Hold on. This is...
The guy who got his eyes gouged out? Yep. Cops think Hamura's the one who did it.
hell of a case, man.
This is the third Yakuza they've found like this. Fortunately, we're not dealing with a triple homicide here, so the media isn't swarming.
Hmm?
Hammer's got an alibi for the first 2 incidents. His third murder is the only one they're pinning on him.
So they won't admit the cases are connected?
No, makes sense. 3 bodies and not a single suspect isn't exactly giving the cops credibility. Guess they just want to get this case closed and move on, even if they have to force it through. And hey, the victim was Yakuza. Nobody really cares who hangs for it.
Sounds corrupt, though. Conversation. Okay. Chaining correct choices. Clever thinking is rewarded. As conversation progresses, you may come across a point where you'll have to select the best response, okay? You'll be able to gain an SB bonus if you consecutively choose the best choices, alright? If you choose unwisely, you'll lose. Okay, got it. When you have the chance to gain a bonus, number of good choices show at the top right of the screen. What? This image is so small. Okay, I get it. It's like the little stars. Got it. Number of good choices within that selection. Alright. So let's digest what we know so far. The captain that we met outside the Popo in last episode, he's being framed for murder. The patriarch, so he's the captain of that family. The patriarch is apparently, I guess, on good terms with Yagami for some reason. So this might cause like maybe conflict of interest between the attorney faction that Yagami's part of and the I forgot the family name already, but I guess that the Tojo subsidiary that Yagami has some sort of personal connection to, I guess. So the thing is that the 3 crimes aren't linked. 2 of them the captain has alibis for. The third one's pinning him to him. So it'd be something around defending a Yakuza. A murder where both the perpetrator and the victim are Yakuza. No time to mess around. I need to get to the core of this case. Ooh, that's a good one. Why did they arrest him? Yeah. Did Hamada really kill him? Okay, well that's kind of, yeah, let's go with something more substantiative. So, why did they arrest him?
Why'd they come after Hamura, of all people?
Oh, nice. Good
Two
choice.
reasons. First, the victim was a Kansai Yakuza from a group that's been making inroads in Kamurocho and picking fights with the Tojo clan along the way.
Okay.
Odds are this was a Tojo guy wanting to send a message. And as you know, Hamura fits the bill.
And the other reason?
Makes sense.
Hamura and the victim were seen having a fight on the day of the crime.
I'm guessing there's security camera footage then.
Huh, okay. This just sounds like some normal escalation shit then where they got into like a heated conflict and maybe someone pulled out a gun or something, but I don't think there was a bullet wound. I mean, we haven't personally investigated anyways. And apparently this guy, despite being Omi Alliance, was just stirring up trouble regardless. What did the captain say about it? Did he really kill him? Wait, I guess I have to ask another question? Yeah, what did he say about that? Let's see what his comments are.
Has Hamura said anything to you?
Yeah, he told me he didn't do it. Claimed the cops were falsely accusing him.
Fair enough.
So he insists he's innocent, huh?
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're done. There's no point in asking this because I don't think that really... That'll probably piss him off, like, what do you mean? Alright, we're good.
I think I know enough. We should get to the station.
You go on ahead. I got some calls to make first. Just take a cab there.
Will do.
Pay my cab fare too while you're at it. Oh wait, he's actually paying for my drink. Nice. Amazing. Free drink, free cab fare. New info has been added to the Kamurocho serial killings. Person of interest updated. Why don't we take a look? This one, okay. On December 4th, 2018. Oh wow, okay, so this is 2018. Wait, holy shit, this is after Yakuza 7 then. Cause... Wait, yeah, because Yakuza... No, this is before. Right, Yakuza 6 is in 2016. Yakuza 7 is in 2020, I think. So this takes place in between Kiryu's end and before Ichiban's beginning. Okay, makes sense. So this is like an intermission game. 2 years after Yakuza 6, got it. Okay, for those who have no idea of the timeline, they're like, what the fuck, Umbra? Get on with it. Alright. A Kyorei clan member was found dead in a garbage dump, not garage, somewhere in Kamurocho. Officials have determined this was an act of murder. Yeah, what gave it away? Being that the victim was discovered with the eyes gouged out, given the tumultuous history between the Kansai-based Kyorei clan and the Kamurocho-based Tojo clan, Matsugane Captain Kyohei Hamura, age 52, was arrested as a possible suspect. Okay. Kansai-based. Oh, interesting. So the Kyorei clan has a bad history with the Tojo clan, but like it's not mentioning Omi Alliance. Okay, maybe Omi Alliance doesn't exist in this game. I don't know. We'll see though. People. Tojo clan subsidiary. His rank is equal to that of second command. Right, we know all that. Captain is basically below Patriarch, to just give you a synopsis, I guess. Patriarch is like big boss. Think of Captain as like second in command or like right-hand man, whatever. Deeply entrenched in the conflict between the Tojo clan. Us were the murder victims. He's witnessed dragging Kume into Club Amour on the night he died. Kume. Wait, is this Kume from Like a Dragon? Nice. Okay, so they think that he murdered Kume in the bar that he grabbed him to. Okay, so I'll probably have to investigate the Club Amour. I have no evidence, and I've already looked at the details. Okay, cool. We are good.
Need something?
Right. Are you a Skyrim?
Actually, I'm good.
Skyrim NPC? Didn't realize I was in Tamriel. Alright. Can't speak to the lady, apparently.
Leaving already, Talk? And only one drink in.
What can I say? I'm a busy man.
Funny you should say that. Another customer of mine has a job for you. I'll tell you about it when you're not so swamped, okay?
Hey, I'm not about to pass up a paying gig.
True.
Then come back when you and Shintani-sensei are done.
Yeah, you're damn right. How else am I gonna afford my scale figures? I mean, what? Yagami's like me. I'm headed to Akihabara later to buy the next Haruka fucking figure. Alright. So we gotta take a cab. Oh, okay, sweet. We can go anywhere. Let's just get to the nearest one then. Alright. Just straight into the story. I kinda like it, honestly. Usually there's like more exposition, but for this one we're just headed straight into the shit. I'm all for it. Alright, let's go. Base fare is 410. Okay, yeah, well, where is it? Kamuro Police Station. Alright. Kamurocho Police Station, a visitation room. That must be the captain.
We just keep running into each other tonight, eh, Doc? Why the long face?
Hamura-san. I'm Shintani from the Genda Law Office. The Matsugane family asked us to represent you.
Then I'm glad you said yes, Shintani-sensei. We're gonna get along real good. Just like my boss and Genda-sensei.
Right.
Oh, he knows Genda.
Well,
Okay, interesting.
Let's get started. I'll be taking point, while Yagami here will be doing the legwork to try and back up your claims.
No better guy to do it.
I'll do what I can.
I don't trust
So,
you.
They brought you in under suspicion of murder. Can you tell me more about that?
Huh? What do you want to know?
Whether or not you killed the guy.
Does it really matter? Your job's getting me out of this mess, regardless of the truth.
No. Because if I find out you actually did it,
You'll drop me?
better. I'll make sure the prosecution puts you away for life.
This is bullshit! Just like you did that serial killer, huh?
Yagami?
All the evidence at the time pointed to Shinpei Okubo being innocent. That's why I chose to trust him.
But then, that Okubo guy, well, he proved us all wrong. Murdered his girlfriend in cold blood.
Come on, Talk. Let's be honest about what you were really focused on at the time. You wanted that precious acquittal so bad, you didn't even stop to think you were setting a murderer loose, right?
What happened to innocent until proven guilty?
Try saying that to Emi Terasawa's parents. That's why you quit, right? You couldn't face him.
You think, we could maybe get back to the case?
Sure. Why not?
You good to go?
Damn it. Guess this is just part of the job. He got me. Well, that's interesting though. He might have actually hit it right on the ball where I did quit because of that. I guess I just couldn't take it because I fucked up really hard and I got an innocent girl killed.
I'm fine. Keep going.
My apologies. Now, let's start with the victim. Toshiro Kume, 34 at his time of death. A member of the Kansai-based Kyorei clan. Around 6 a.m. on the 4th of December, the police got a 110 call from someone who found his corpse in a pile of garbage.
I hear you and this Kume had some kind of argument before he died.
Yep.
Did the police say what evidence points to you being the killer? Do they have anything substantial?
Nope. Bastards are keeping their lips sealed. Ain't that right, Shintani-sensei?
Yes. At this point in the investigation, the cops won't tell me what they've got against you. Your words are the only thing we'll have till the trial.
Is what it is.
Anything else you want to ask, Yagami?
Wow, that's incredibly suspicious. The cops won't release any evidence to us who are... Because we're We're the attorneys for the defendant here, and we're not even allowed a proper investigation? Damn. What is this? Sai Nijima? Okay, these are kind of all good. Okay, we know the police response already. What were they arguing about? Let's go with that. I want to know more about what they were arguing about.
Where did you and Kume have your fight?
Out in front of a club, Amor, over on Supon Street.
We know that already.
Me and a few Matsugani boys had a little run-in with a Kyori guy. Turns out that was your boy, Kume.
And who started the fight?
Who do you think? I'm not gonna let some Kansai punk strut around like he owns the place. I'd already thrown a few drinks back at that point, too.
What time did this all go down?
Just past 9.
So what happened after you and Kume had your standoff? Went your separate ways?
Nah, he tried to split, but I had my boys grab him, dragged him into a moor.
What?
I thought it was just a little scuffle, though. You're saying you abducted Kume on a crowded public street?
Yep, Amor's one of the family businesses. So I went in, kicked the customers out, and kicked the crap out of Kume. But I'm telling you, I didn't kill the guy. Just tossed him out the back door when I was done with him. I left right after, too. A few minutes before midnight.
Uh-huh. So you were seen dragging Kume into the club, and he was found in the morning with his eyes gouged out. I'd arrest you too if I was a cop.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, isn't he going to go to jail for assault at the very minimum? But that's interesting, though. Okay. So, he dragged Kume into the bar at around 9, beat him the fuck up with, I guess, his men, tossed him out in the streets, didn't kill him, he was probably unconscious, and then he left at around midnight. So, for three hours, basically, he either beat him up or, like, they were in the club together. And then after midnight, someone else, obviously, must have finished the job and killed him and took out his eyes. Alright, let's talk about the alibi next. I'm interested to hear about the alibis for his past 2 crimes or whatever, even though they're not linked. Actually, is that the right one? Alibi has nothing to do with this. About the victim. Yeah, I guess alibi is not really important here. Let's talk about the victim first.
What do we have on the victim?
Toshiro Kume, 34. Run-of-the-mill Kyori grunt.
Was Kume alone when you ran into him? Hard to believe he'd take that kind of risk in hostile territory.
It was him and one more. Probably another Kyori asshole. Don't know his name, though.
So there were 2 of them, and how many of you?
I'd say there was probably 5, including me.
Why didn't you guys take Kume's friend in, too?
We tried. Bastard ran like the goddamn wind, though.
Interesting, okay. About the police response. Yeah, I guess, like, for the bonus, this would make more sense about the response, because this seems fishy. The alibi doesn't really have any relevancy, because it was only relevant for the past 2 murder cases, which I think at least are red herrings to this current case. So let's go with that.
Who's the detective in charge of the case?
Oh shit.
Kuroiwa, from organized crime. Shintani sensei is probably real familiar with him.
I am. More so because he's one of those brutes with a badge. Pretty sure the Kyori murders are his case.
I can't stand him. Guy doesn't give a rat's ass about Yakuza.
Okay, that was actually pretty useful info regardless, though. So it's kind of a biased police chief who's in charge of these cases, who doesn't, well, I mean, who would actually like the Yakuza too, let's be honest. Alright, let's talk about the alibi now.
You have an alibi? What time did they think Kume died?
Apparently between 2 and 3 in the morning. The cops were drilling me real hard about where I was around then.
And? Where were you?
At a sauna. A spot called Sauna Goten. Spent the night getting a steam.
But there's no proof you were actually there, huh? Well, otherwise you wouldn't be in here.
Pretty much. Someone should have seen something, though.
I see. So he was brought into the club at 9. He was thrown out, and what was his name? Matsukata left the club at midnight, and then Kume was killed at around 2 or 3. So about 2 to 3 hours after he was thrown out and probably unconscious on the back lot, he was then murdered by the real perp. And then our guy went to get a fucking sauna. Nice. Case closed for now.
I think I've heard enough for now.
We'll get going then.
Guess we gotta check out the sauna, right? To see if he was actually there. And then maybe investigate the actual back lot. How exciting.
Yagami, head over to Sonico 10 for me. See if Hammer's alibi holds water.
All right.
If we can prove he was there, we won't even have to go to trial. I'll give you a ring tomorrow for the report.
True.
Later.
Because that means if he was there, he couldn't have possibly been the one that killed him. Because he was at the sauna and at around like 2 or 3 or whatever. Okay. Let's, how was the case developed? Oh, I can get more skills. Let's go with that, sure. Boost health, boost attack, combo speed. How much do I have? Where are my points? Oh, current SP, 1000, okay, 136, got it. Alcohol tolerance, okay. What about battle? Wall jump throw. B right as you kick off a wall during a wall jump. What? Kick off a wall during a wall jump? Okay. Leapfrog. That's cool. I'll get that. That looks badass.